All right, howdy folks. Welcome to another episode of Global Worker Power, where we nurture relationships as a way of militantly, intersectionally organizing for working class liberation. I just want to share as well that this is a very fun, or like one of the best parts of my day activity, just talking about things that matter. Yeah, and on that note, and not like just, learning about how fucked we are basically and doom scrolling, but cultivating community and centering like direct action and helping folks get connected in their communities, but also get out into their communities to take action if they can, or if ability prevents them, still participating in all the different ways that they can. So, or you can. So, also on that note, I'd love to have you, yes, you, and or anyone you recommend as a guest. So please reach out if you're interested or have someone you'd like to uplift or hear more from. And have we got a show for you? I don't know if there's any other VeggieTale survivors, but anyway, okay. So the first thing that we're gonna do, like recurring segment style, are direct action updates in the spirit of It's Going Down podcast. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that, but also please send me actions on Signal anonymously or whatever, if you need to, or if that's helpful. You can DM me for my number. Okay, so first update. Students at Bowdoin College in so-called Brunswick, Maine, continue their occupation for Palestine. The most recent update from them I have here. Let's just load it up. Okay, so they said, come on, I'm gonna get the actual slides. Okay, so this is at 4:30 p.m. on February 10th. Encampment update. We broke the perimeter again. More students have broken the security perimeter to join their classmates inside Shaban al-Talu Union. The encampment has now more than doubled its numbers. Repression cannot stop us. Okay, so let's see what the next one is. In response to Bowdoin's egregious announcement of suspension this morning, a new group of courageous students joined the encampment just 45 minutes before suspensions went into effect. We will not stand idly by as Bowdoin targets and threatens our classmates. We are enraged by the weaponization of a disciplinary process against members of this community who have exhausted every other means of advocacy. Their conviction and resolve inspire us, and we will not stop fighting for them. Long live Shaban al-Dalu Union. Hell yeah. So, love that. Fucking amazing. I'm just seeing a comment here from a narco dirtbagism, so there's a free shout out. I just love that name. Okay, so that's one update. Then another one that I yeah, could have, I guess, updated sooner, but anyway, here we are. It's from December 28th, 2024. Escalate Seattle collab posted with me on that. It was an anonymous submission, and it said, the night of December 8th, we attacked Maersk's Emeryville office because they are merchants of unaliving. They ship military cargo for the, I don't know if I can say, ZEO, let's say, entity to use in their mass unaliving of Palestinians. This includes parts of the F-35 jets that are hitting Gaza right now. We did this autonomously. I'm speaking for them. In solidarity with the Palestinian resistance. Workers like us have no military to defend our interests or stop this mass unaliving. This is because the merchants of unaliving, like Maersk and United Healthcare, control the state. They grow rich on our taxes and suffering while we fight to pay for our basic needs. Every pew dropped makes them richer and us poorer. If the government will not stop arming Israel, then regular working people will. The Palestinian General Federation of Trade Unions calls on us to disrupt the logistics of this unaliving. We join with workers and actionists in Morocco, Spain, Italy, Greece, Tunisia, and Sweden, which we're going to talk about today, in attacking Maersk. We refuse to be complicit in the unaliving. We call on you to join us. The veins of imperial capitalism are open, fragile, and poorly guarded. That's beautiful. Their supply lines of unaliving can be choked. Refuse to ship Maersk cargo, block the ports to Maersk ships, pay the Maersk CEO of this, and make it clear to them that we are everywhere. Oh, we got to do a get to know your CEO episode on the Maersk CEO. And yes, as I said, reposters, collaborators on this Insta post are not claiming responsibility for the action or statement. Thank you. Helpful. Okay. So on that note, we have an update from Labor Notes. Katie Fox Hodas and Rafif Ziada. Sorry if I messed up your names. But this was January 14th, entitled Swedish Dockworkers Vote to Block Military Shipments to and from Israel. In a resounding display of international solidarity, members of the Swedish Dockworkers Union, SDU, voted by 68% in December to block the handling of military shipments to and from Israel. The Swedish government continues to trade arms with Israel. Exports are relatively small, totaling 4.5 million in 2023, but imports are much more significant. The Swedish Defense Forces have signed contracts to import more than $200 million in arms from Israel, including from two of Israel's largest arms companies, Elbit and Rafael, both implicated in supplying weaponry used in Gaza. So dock workers are stepping in where elected officials have failed to uphold human rights. Okay, so you can read the full article on Labor Notes. That'll be linked in the Discord. That's a good moment to mention that you can hop into the Discord, links in my bio, for all the links, and to get to know folks. And also there are state chats for every single state, where you can amplify mutual aid and organizing posts, things that are already public and whatnot. So yeah, there are links for those in my bio and in the Discord. And if you don't see a link for your state, that's because Meta didn't let me have a link for it, and I can just add you, so DM me, please. Okay, so we have an update from the NUHW union. Week 17 on strike since October 21, 2024. Psychiatric RNs, mental health therapists, social workers, and psychologists at Kaiser Permanente in Southern California have been on strike. On Friday, February 7th, we held a civil disobedience, shutting down the Sunset Boulevard outside of Kaiser LAMC, where we unveiled a 37-foot-long petition filled with signatures from a unified workforce committed to making Kaiser improve the quality of patient care and working conditions. Several people took arrest, refusing to leave the street after the final dispersal order had been given. Kaiser has a very long, well-documented history of delaying, denying, and canceling access to mental health care for its members, and not just in Southern California. We have heard from thousands of Kaiser mental health patients from as far away as Maryland about their experiences trying to navigate Kaiser's broken system. Well, intentionally broken, right? Profitable system, for those at the top. Even Governor Newsom wrote a letter to Kaiser executives urging them to enter mediation with us to settle the strike. Kaiser has billions in the bank. There's no good reason it cannot invest in improving how it delivers mental health care to its members. As of today, and that's February 11th, we are still waiting for an official response from Kaiser on if it will agree to mediation. So follow them, NUHW Union, donate to the strike fund, assuming they have one, and amplify. Or get out on the line too if you can, if you're in the area.